In a world filled with chaos and noise, there's an ancient secret from the Stoics that can change how you experience life. This secret isn't found in the clamor of the crowd or the chase for fleeting pleasures. It's the art of mastering your mind, a path to tranquility and strength. Stoicism, with its elegant simplicity, offers clarity and resilience that can stand firm even in life's storms. Join me as we uncover how the Stoic way of life can bring peace, clarity, and resilience to your modern world. Whether you're dealing with daily stresses or seeking deeper fulfillment, understanding how to control your mind the Stoic way isn't just about coping with life. It's about thriving in it. One of the most liberating teachings of Stoicism is the idea that the only thing truly within our control is ourselves, our reactions, emotions, and thoughts. This principle encourages us to detach from the heavy weight of others' opinions. Think about it. How often have you changed a decision, hesitated on a new venture, or altered your appearance based on what others might say or think? This common trap can lead to a life driven by external validation rather than internal conviction. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our own values. By doing so, we strengthen our mental fortitude against the chaos of external judgments. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." His words remind us to focus on our mental responses rather than trying to control the uncontrollable. This doesn't mean we become indifferent to others, but rather we prioritize our judgment and peace of mind above external approval. Imagine making choices without fearing criticism or seeking approval. You begin to live more authentically, guided by what truly matters to you. As you practice this Stoic approach, you'll find that your dependence on external validation decreases while your confidence and inner peace grow. Stoicism also offers invaluable insights into emotional resilience. The Stoics didn't teach suppression of emotion, but rather the understanding and management of emotions to enhance well-being and personal growth. For example, Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, viewed obstacles as opportunities to practice virtues like patience, courage, and temperance. By reframing struggles as opportunities to develop strength, we transform our emotional response to them. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by adversity, we approach it with a sense of purpose, using it as a stepping stone toward greater resilience. Epictetus taught that our distress comes not from events themselves, but from our judgments about them. By adjusting our judgments and expectations to align with reality, we reduce unnecessary suffering. For instance, if we accept that we can't control others' actions but can control our reactions, we're less likely to be upset by someone else's behavior. Emotions themselves are not commands. Just because we feel angry, hurt, or anxious doesn't mean we must act on those feelings. This space between feeling and action is crucial, giving us time to choose our response. To build emotional resilience, incorporate daily reflections. End each day by asking yourself what went well, what challenges you faced, and how you responded. This practice reinforces your ability to apply Stoic principles in everyday life, gradually building your resilience. At the heart of Stoic philosophy is the idea that while we can't control what happens to us, we can control how we perceive and react to events. This is the true power of perception. Imagine you're stuck in traffic and running late for a meeting. You can see this situation as a disaster, leading to anger and frustration. Alternatively, you could see it as an opportunity to listen to a favorite podcast or audiobook, turning a frustrating experience into an enjoyable one. The Stoic practice of perception management is about choosing the latter approach, actively deciding to view circumstances in a way that aligns with inner peace and wisdom. Epictetus said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them." This reminds us that our peace of mind comes from our responses to events, not the events themselves. By training ourselves to adopt more helpful perspectives, we gain significant control over our emotional well-being. To integrate this into your daily life, start by identifying situations where your initial reaction might not be constructive. Experiment with reframing your thoughts to see the situation in a new light. This practice can transform everyday challenges into opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Living according to nature is another key Stoic principle. This doesn't just mean taking hikes or planting a garden, though those are great ways to connect with nature. It's about recognizing and adhering to the natural laws of human behavior and the universe. The Stoics believe that every part of the cosmos, including humans, has a role to play. For us, this means living a life of virtue in accordance with reason. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about nature's interconnectedness. He saw each individual's actions as part of a larger symphony of the universe, where going against this natural order causes discord and unhappiness. In practical terms, living according to nature involves self-reflection to understand our place within the larger context of the world. This reflection helps us live more harmoniously with the inevitable by accepting what we can and cannot control. Moreover, this Stoic principle teaches us to embrace simplicity and find satisfaction in it. Are our pursuits and desires in line with our true nature, or are they artificially constructed by societal pressures? To live according to nature, start small. Reflect daily on where you might be resisting natural flows in your life or forcing outcomes. Try to align more closely with the rhythm of your environment. Self-discipline is another cornerstone of Stoic practice. It's about aligning our daily actions with our deeper values and virtues. Seneca suggested that without self-discipline, we are slaves to our passions rather than rulers of our own minds. Imagine the power and freedom that come from being in complete control of your actions and decisions, regardless of temptations or immediate gratifications. This is the essence of Stoic self-discipline. In practice, self-discipline means making choices that reflect your values, even when they aren't the easiest or most gratifying options. For example, choosing to save money instead of spending impulsively aligns with the value of financial security. Deciding to wake up early to meditate or exercise demonstrates a commitment to health and mindfulness. The Stoics didn't see self-discipline as a solitary pursuit, but something that benefited the community. By controlling our impulses and making reasoned decisions, we contribute to a more rational, calm, and considerate society. To incorporate more self-discipline into your life, start by identifying areas where your actions don't align with your values. Set small, manageable goals to begin reshaping your habits. Self-discipline in Stoicism is not about punishing oneself, but about making reasoned choices that lead to true freedom and happiness. It's about being in control of your actions and, by extension, your life's direction. As you practice self-discipline, observe how it changes not just what you do, but how you feel about yourself and your place in the world. Living in the present also means accepting each moment as it comes, without imposing our judgments or wishes on it. When we stop fighting reality and start responding to the actual demands of the now, we engage with life more genuinely. This doesn't mean passivity or resignation. It's an active acknowledgement that the only time we can truly influence is the present. To start building this aspect of your Stoic practice, look for communities that resonate with your interests. Attend local or virtual meetups, participate in community service, or start a discussion group about Stoicism. Each step toward being part of a community enriches your life and strengthens the collective fabric. As we wrap up our exploration of Stoicism, it's clear that the wisdom of the ancient Stoics is profoundly applicable to our lives today. The practices we've discussed offer more than just a philosophy for individual tranquility. They propose a way of living that can transform our interactions, communities, and minds. Through Stoicism, we learn that true empowerment comes from within,